Hello, everyone. Not that there's anyone here because it's not showing that there's anyone here. But just in case you catch this on the replay, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Welcome to my subscribers. Welcome to new people. Oh, hey, how are you? I don't know who you are, but go ahead and say hi so I know who you are. So I can say hi. Going to be doing beginner Skinner blend polymer clay. It's not a tutorial. I'm not a teacher. Hi, baby. How are you, Steph? I'm not a teacher. I just show you my way of doing things. That's why I call it a demonstration. But I do have some really cool cutters and rollers here from the Creative Dork. I don't know how well you can see it. Let me open the package. How you doing, Steffi? This one's got skull and crossbones. It's not necessarily Halloween for me. Hey, baby, how are you, sugar butt? It is just skull and crossbones, and it's a roller to texturize the clay. And then you can put paint in there. You can bake paint in your polymer clay too. Today is a day. Yep, it's a day. This one is, however, Halloween. It is pumpkins and bats and ghosts and skulls and witches' brooms and jack-o'-lanterns and all kinds of stuff. You can get it from the Creative Dork. It's Halloween number 5, large, $11.27. I will make sure I get her Etsy shop doing. Well, that's good. Her Etsy shop listed below. This is Skull and Bones number 1196 for this one. I have some other cutters here from Irene over at the Creative Dork. This is number 303. That's the large, 1.75 to 2.25 inches. That's 1 3/4 to 2 1/4 inches trapezoid drops. And it comes 3 to a pack this way. Yep, I get it, baby. Trust me. I know. I think you had to go with, did you go with me when I picked up Laura? Yeah. And I went and picked Jim up by myself. This is another one. It's a heart shape, a long elongated heart. I don't know the number because this one came in the mystery box. I think it's $25 for a mystery box, and you get quite a bit in it. This was also in there, and I love that shape and this shape. That is so pretty. She prints these out to order. And I'm going to be here's another one that I thought was so cute, super cute. It's, it's the, which way up? It's the poop sign. So you can make poop earrings and put eyeballs in them. Of course, there's the kids cutters that you can get. Here's another set. This is an earring set. It's a left and a right. She has lots of them that you can choose from. And if you need a certain design, just shoot her an email, which I'm going to hopefully use those today. Yeah, that's all of them. So I'm going to stick those back in there because we got to do something else first. So we're going to condition it the old-fashioned way since the motor went out on my what you diggy over here, my pasta maker, and I can't find any of the handles. I thought I had one in the other room, but I could not find it. That's what I get for cleaning up. I clean and try to organize, and nothing. I can't find anything. So we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. We're going to do yellow. I got one here, one type of Skinner blend. This is going to be a different type. Yeah, I got it from Hobby Lobby, but it was not very expensive, but I think it was like $20 for the motor. I guess you get what you pay for, because the motors are usually like $70. And I was like, oh, I'll try that one. I keep trying it, hoping it'll work, but it don't. That's okay. So we're going to flatten this out. You roll it and then you fold it in half. I'm going to have glitter in everything because I had a bottle that the top came off of and I got it everywhere. I'm kind of like a stripper today. Not really, because nobody wants to see this. I don't even want to see this. That's why I take a shower in the dark. Hello, whoever you just tuned in. How are you? Hopefully people will trickle in. I don't know. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. I'm good. My hands will just hurt later. So this is the yellow that I'm going to be using, and I believe it's called Sunshine. Yeah, it's Sunshine by Primo, Sculpey by Primo. And the red one is Pomegranate, if I'm not mistaken. Here it is. Yep, Pomegranate. And these three colors are, this is black by, Souffle. This is Wasabi. And this one is Royal Purple. No, it's just called Purple. Okay, Purple. And this is one way that you can do a Skinner blend, but I'm going to show you two different ways to do a Skinner blend. One with 2 colors, one with 3. I still got to get this conditioned a little bit more. It's a little. And without the pasta maker, I cannot put the conditioner in it because of the fact I can't crank it. I don't have the handle. I have 3 of these things. You think I could find a handle to any of them? But the minute I don't need it, I'll find the handle, right? Hi, whoever just joined, welcome in. All right, now I can roll it up and condition it the other way a little bit more. Uh-oh, breaking apart on me. That's because it's got a lot of air bubbles in it. Squish them babies out. Anyone have any questions about any polymer clay or anything that you know that I do? Decoupage or mixed media, scrapbooking, paper crafting, making Christmas cards, which I think I'm going to do a series on Christmas cards too. To make your own, make them personable. Personable? Yeah, make them from your heart. I'm just squishing it together here and there. Oh, we're back down to just you two. Okay. That's fine. We can just have our own little party. That's what I thought. There was air in it. If you roll it and it comes apart, that means that there's air pockets in it. Hi, Billy. How are you? Seems like I haven't talked to you in forever. It's been a few days, actually. Okay. Let's see if I got it that time. Yeah, that seems to have gotten them out. Squish it all back together. Ooh, I got a mountain. Not a molehill. Okay, let's see if we can get this. Squish down. It's going to look like a top when you do that, but it'll get it going so you can do it in your hands to make your circle, a ball, whatever you want to call it. And then I just square that ball off sometimes or make it into a plug. It doesn't matter because we're going to do something else with it in just a second anyway. So if you don't have a pasta maker, which I kind of don't right now, I have 3 paperweights. Yep, those are the same size. And what I used is I used 2 sections for the yellow and the red from the clay because it comes perforated. And I used 2 sections, which is, these are 2-ounce blocks. So that's a 1 ounce for each of these. These are a 1/2 ounce each. It doesn't matter. They're going to get blended anyway. And since I don't have my pasta maker to use, I'm going to use, I glued sticks together. These are 5mm thick, which if you're going to do like a big piece of backing or whatever, or a bowl, you want to get it that thick. But you can do it with these. You can do it with tongue depressors. They are some places, which Irene sells them, little pieces that you can put out like we're going to use for here, because I want it to be that thick. 2 is 3. Let me make sure. 2 is 1, 2, 3. 3 millimeters. Not centimeters, but millimeters. So when you have 2, it's millimeters. It's 3 millimeters. The other one is 5 because I put 3 together. However thick you want it, that's how thick you make your sticks. So we're going to go with this one. And I want to roll out. Remember from last week, we roll one direction, turn it and flip it, and roll the other direction. You can also use old playing cards. You can glue or tape them together to your thicknesses that you want. Because what we want to do is we want to be able to cut out a triangle. Ooh. They're not as long as my clay. So if you offset them, it can elongate it some. Elongate? Elongate. Okay, so that's kind of a square. We're not quite there yet. Oh, that sunshine's kind of leaving a trail. Pushing it together a little bit there so we can have kind of a good triangle, because I want it to be a little thick because I'm going to use it for something. Here we go. There's that one. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be close. You know what I mean? Because this might take us a while. Shoot, I haven't even been to a Hobby Lobby in a couple months. I'm just pushing it all in so I can get a good triangle out of it. Okay, so we have a square, correct? Correct. Now, I got this set of 3 of these. This is a very stiff blade. We have the tissue blade, and then we have a curvy blade. So I got those at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, I got them at Hobby Lobby. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them into triangles by cutting it in half and folding it over. Right? The only thing about these from Hobby Lobby is there's a handle on them. And I can't quite figure out how to get that handle off of them, because when you're doing that, it's hard to get it up off the table. Okay, and here's the yellow one. And then you push the two together. Let me put it down here. Then you push the two, butt them up against each other. Or if you want a little more red and a little more yellow, you can offset it just a little and then cut that little piece off. And of course, throw it in your scrap bin, because we don't throw things away. So we have a little more yellow and a little more red on one side. Okay. And you kind of want to make sure that they're squished together, especially if you're going to run it through a pasta machine, which I am not, because it still isn't working. So what you want to do, either way, whether you use a rolling pin or if you use your pasta machine, you're going to take it, and you always want it to have a solid color on each side. And then you roll it out. And we're only going to go in one direction this time. So you fold it over to where you have all the solid color on each end. You don't want to fold it the other way where you have two different colors. And you can turn it this way and roll it out this way a little first. And then fold it over. You're always going to fold it over the same direction. If it gets too long, just push it together. Like that. And then continue to roll it out. So I'm going to be here a while. So how's everybody doing today? What you working on? Are you working on anything? Hope everyone's having a great day so far. And fold it over. See, I still have solid colors on each end. I have yellow and I have red. And I'm pushing it together a little too. It's starting to blend a little bit, not much. Oh, I wish I had my handle. I put the handles up because I'm like, oh, I don't need it. I have a motor now. But as you can see, I got to take those handles off there somehow. As you can see, we're starting to get a blend. You can see the darkness there. It's starting to blend out for me. Oh, there we go. Pop that handle off. They were getting in my way. Halloween videos, trying to do the 13-day Halloween challenge. Oh, well, 13 or 31? Because bless you if you're trying to do the 31, because nope. Let me turn it this way a little. Just whew. This is a workout, y'all, I'm telling you. Doing it by hand. Oh, okay. I know somebody else was doing a 31 day. I'm like, yeah, no. Notice I keep wiping it up afterwards because the oils are making it stick a little bit to the table. Oh my gosh, why can't I? Oh, it's working. Don't say anything. We're going to try it. No, it got stuck in there. All that work and it got stuck in there. Okay. Just got to be very, very gentle with it. Okay, it's starting to blend pretty good. What I'll do is I will flatten it out a little each time. But I got to squish this end in. It's getting too long. There. Woohoo! And you can always cut off an end if you're getting too much of one color. If it doesn't start blending, I'm going to cut off some of that yellow. But we are getting a good blend started. Oh no, come on. I may have to take it apart and see why it's not working. That just means if I'll have extra parts, that's all. Okay, well, we got a couple out of it. Yeah, I'm going to have too much yellow here, so I'm going to take some of that yellow off. You can always add the yellow back in. Because see, I shouldn't have done that far because I have red in there, or now it's orange. So let's just squish that back together. If it gets too long, too wide for it, you can always just push it back together. And I do have plans for this color blend, but not if I can't. I think the cord might have a short in it. So I'm going to switch it down to a smaller setting because it seems to work better on that smaller one, the lower. I'm just taking it down to number 2 and thinning it out. So you just keep folding. See how it's starting to blend really good there? So and it's stuck in there again. I should just quit messing with it. But it saves my hands. So I kind of need to use it. You know what I mean? As soon as I have an extra $20, I'm going to probably go get me another one from Hobby Lobby. But it is what it is right now. So we'll just work it with it this way. Oh, there's an air pocket. Remember what I said? Just cut it open and press the air out. I have a wet towel here, or I could just wipe all that off. The red does stain really bad. You can see my hands are red. So if you're going to use red, either wear gloves or have a dedicated machine for red, or, you know, just keep the red on the one side when you're doing the Skinner blends. It's getting too wide again, so as you can see, it keeps staining my desk. But it just comes right off. If it don't work, beat it, right? Another, like I said, had last week, you can also use an empty wine bottle, which is better for my hands. And then we'll fold it over. And I like to keep switching it because that way it has even pressure all the way around. Okay. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Push it in together again. It's getting longer, wider instead of whatever. It's getting longer instead of wider. Yeah, words are hard. So does anybody have any questions? You want to talk about anything? Anything other than the weather and the news? We don't do politics or religion here. That way no one is exempt from anything. See, I do have too much red, so I am going to take some of that red off there. Put it back over there with my other red because it was still solid red right there. It's probably still solid red up to here. Yep. That's good right there. If I need to add some more yellow right here, I can. Like I have a little piece of yellow right there I can add to make it a little bit brighter. I almost didn't go live today. I had everything ready, but I just, yeah. I almost let what someone else thought dictate what I did for the day. And I can't do that. Okay, so with this one, you just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, right? I'm going to take the whole thing apart after my live today and clean it. Because you can take those apart and clean them. Because sometimes they have a buildup of polymer clay in them. And it needs to come out. Because if it doesn't, it's just going to get on top of other colors. Especially if you only have one machine. Look, there's a flower here. Starflower is one of my cats. No, I'm not turning into the crazy cat lady. I only have two. All right, that blend seems to be pretty nice right now. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is see how pretty that's turned out. Nice variegated. So now what you do is you take it to make the accordion or a plug or a jelly roll or anything. You need to make sure that you turn it lengthwise and roll it out. If your machine were working, hopefully everyone else's is, then you roll it out lengthwise and get it pretty thin. It's going to distort and shape a little bit, but that's okay because you're the boss of the clay. It's not the boss of you. I keep flipping it over so that I can get it on both sides quite even. Even is best, but if you can't get it even, then it's not the end of the world. We are not machines, we are human beings. I mean, we do have feelings and all, but we also do not do anything perfectly. I've never met a human being yet, and I've been around for 57 years that can do anything perfect. Okay, so now that we have that, clean that off. And it's pretty thin all the way around. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an accordion fold. So you pick out how wide you want it, and you hold it up, and you fold it back and forth. Remember how we used to fold the paper when we were younger to make a fan, which I still do sometimes? Well, this is what you do. And you just keep going back and forth. Like so. It might get a little wider, that's fine, because then you're going to push it together. And there's your fan fold, right? You have your gradient all the way around. Now you don't want to, what's the word? You don't want to press hard, but you want to make sure that you get all the air pockets out. I purposely didn't do a very big one because I knew my machine wasn't working. Squish it together this way to form a block. Now, when I go to do the other one, I'll do it as a jelly roll and show you what that looks like. It takes patience, yeah, a little bit. And there's our block, which you can use in a cane. You can make up a whole bunch of different Skinner blends and cane and blocks and whatever. And just make sure that you put them in plastic, not paper, because the paper will leach. Hi, Francis. Welcome in. There we go. There is our Skinner blend, and it's very autumny, because you can also use this and you can put metal leaf in it. You can put glitter. You can put opal flakes. You can put anything in it, but any additives, when you go to slice it as a cane, it's going to drag down. So you're going to have smudgy sides. But we're going to let this sit and rest while I wipe my hands off because of the red with a baby wipe. It's called Sunshine and Daydreams, a limited edition. I got them last year from the Walmart. desk off. Now that's the technique that you use when you're using a cutter and you're doing the triangles. Now there is another one that I have used also that I got from Deb over at Clay Boutique. Hi Deb, if you're watching, but you probably aren't. You don't even know I exist, but that's okay. Is you make your teardrops. So you make a ball and then you roll it down on one end and make a teardrop, right? Ooh. And then you put them wide on one end and narrow on the other, and you do the opposites. So we have these. We have black, wasabi, and purple. It's Halloween, y'all. So I'm going to start this by rolling them out together. And that took 30 minutes to do that other cane, or that other blend. So hopefully I'll be able to do a make as well. I don't know how long it's going to work again, but we're going to use it when it works. It quit working. Of course it did. But we got to there. So I will fold it over. Make sure everything lines up. And you want to keep your solid colors on the ends. Remember that. And you want the multicolor on the side. So roll it this way. And I got an air pocket. Hello, whoever else has joined. I appreciate you coming in today. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Don't forget to say hello so we know who's here. We're a very friendly bunch here. We talk to you about everything. Squish it together. And roll it. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep that pen a rolling, rolling. Okay, we're starting to see the colors come through. What I like to do is I will do it, fold it one way and then turn it and fold it the other way. Like I'm turning it around now so that I can roll it the other way. Every now and then I'll try it. If we can get it to work, we can get it to work. Maybe Santa Claus will bring me a good motor. Or an Atlas 150. That would be great. It's not a gutter motor on it, but those are really good machines. Amazon. I'll put one on the wish list. Got to go and get ready for my short premiere. I'll check back when I'm done. Oh, okay. I didn't know you had a premiere, babe. Okay, sugar butt. If you don't have a smooth surface like the tile that I'm using, which I got at Lowe's, then you can use just a sheet of paper on your regular table as long as it's smooth. Oh, cool. Did the other one work out at the end, Francis? I'm getting too much on this end. So squish it back in, flatten it back down, just the same as the purple. And roll. Flip it and roll it, which is the same as turning it around. push that black back in. Let's switch. Oh, okay. You couldn't use any of it? It's starting to curve in the middle a little bit right there, but that's okay. I just keep lining it back up. It's very humid and sticky here today, so. Hi, Tina. Thank you for coming. Welcome in. Roll it this way just a little bit, and then turn it that way again. My pasta maker motor quit working, so I'm having to do it the old-fashioned way. But I got one done. We've already done one Skinner blend. There's the end. And since it's Halloween coming up, I'm making a Halloween colored one. Ooh, that metal foil on there is sharp. It just got me on the finger. So let us get rid of that. That's more better good. I already cut my fingers enough this week. I don't need to cut them again. Oh, Butch just left. He has a premiere that he hit for his video, so. Which I'll catch it later anyhow. I watch mine at night, my videos at night. I don't always comment. Sometimes I do, but I always like. And I always watch to the end. Now, if it's getting like this, to where you can't see that green anymore, and it's not blending into the green, what you can do is where it is bright green, cut it, and then add another piece of green. Now this one's got some glitter in it, but it doesn't matter because I'll wind up glittering and everything anyway. So I'm going to make it the same size. I'd already conditioned it, but it had glitter in it, so I'm going to clean it off with baby wipe and some 99% alcohol, because I don't buy two different alcohols because I use the 99 with the resin, so that's what I use. Oh, hey, Martha. I'm just going to wipe it off, spray it on the cloth, just wipe some of the outside off a little bit of the new piece that I'm adding. Next week, we're going to get into dyeing polymer clay with alcohol inks. It'll be a translucent with alcohol ink. See, I wanted quite a bit of green in it because, you know, green's a good color. I'm not going to put all of it in there, though. It's my favorite color. And this would be Gert's favorite color because wasabi, yes, it's polymer clay. It would be Grinch green. And see, I got too much black, so I'm going to cut some of that black off. And we're still at a solid color black. Yes, yes. So I'll put the black over there. I don't need too awfully much. Oh, come on. It'll squish together. The outside's always going to be ucky. as my kids used to say when they were little. Ucky, ucky, poo, poo. Hi, Allison. Thanks for joining. Welcome in. Working on Skinner blends in Polymer Clay. I've already done one with the red and the yellow, the pomegranate and the sunshine. But the yellow didn't really stay yellow. I didn't think it would. Because that red is strong pigment. So if you wanted more of the center color, you can always do it like that. Just cut it and add it to it. And we're doing it the old-fashioned way, ladies and germs, gentlemen. We are rolling it out because I can't find the handle to my pasta maker. Just for anyone who just joined us. And the motor is not working. I'm pretty sure it's the cord. But I have another cord like this, so I'll take it apart after the live. If I can't get it to go back together, well, it's not working anyway, so what is the difference? Grinch green, yep. It's also known as wasabi in Sculpey Primo. It's wasabi. If you hear the clicking, it's just me in between trying to get that thing to work. Every now and then it'll work for me. I get it halfway through and it's stuck, but yes, very much hard work. It's very hard on my arthritic hands too. This Skinner blend is not turning out the way I wanted it, but I'm not going to waste the clay, so we're going to keep going. That's a lot of purple. Take some of that purple off. You can always adjust how much you have on the ends and even in the middle, you know. If anyone has any questions about any of the stuff that you know that I do, polymer, it doesn't have to be just polymer clay today. It could be the decoupage, the antiquing, the mixed media, the anything. I'm good to go. Just ask away. And if I don't know the answer, I'll get the answer for you. I do not do tutorials. I do demonstrations. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a certified teacher, so I can't say that I do tutorials. To me, I mean, other people can do and say what they want. It is a free country. A lot of the places that watch are free countries. So, hello. How are you, Linda? Oh, Linda. Listen, Linda. If I had a crank for it, if I could find my crank, it would be great. Because I don't mind cranking. But this rolling out stuff is for the birds. At least with the nice thick wine bottle, I have that handle. It's starting to blend. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Or Guinness, you know, however. You can thank Guinness, you can thank goodness. I'm just stabbing it with the scissors because I know that there's air pockets in there. And it doesn't do anything. Okay, rolling out some more. Would anyone care to see how to take a pasta machine apart to get it to clean it out, because I know I need to clean mine out. At least it's not go lightly. Because if it gets gunked up, you don't have to throw away your pasta machine. You can take it apart and clean it. It's blending, but it's quite ugly. I don't like that. I'll use it in something else. So we aren't going to use that. All right, let's take this pasta maker apart so we can show you how to do it. They have you, huh? Okay, I'm going to unplug it. That was just a hair tie. All right, I have it unplugged now. So to take this off, you have to take this apart. And it has this bolt, not bolt, but hello, Linda. Oh, for poop. Yeah. Right, I'm taking that part, this motor off. So this is the motor. I wonder if it'll go without it being on here. Oh no, don't drop that. How about the big old nut? I gotta go do my nails. Okay. So the motor is off. Let me see if it'll work with it being off. There. No, so it is the motor itself. Oh, there it goes. I still don't get it. But we're still going to clean this off because I don't have to be on for the 2 hours. So it's just a little demo of how to do a Skinner blend and a fan fold blend. I was going to do the other one as a jelly roll, but no, can't do that. Oh, I know what you're having done, Linda. Oh, my. I'm sorry. Okay, so you'll need a Phillips screwdriver, which I should have one right here. There was one right here. Oh, there's my clips. Okay. I've got so many little containers on my desk with things in them. I had them sorted, but yeah, that didn't last. Okay, so I don't have a Phillips screwdriver with me, but I do have a nail file that will not work. Hang on. Let me go right outside my door. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. It's coffee talk. I'm still right here. I'm just trying to find a screwdriver. Take it apart. And of course, I can't find a screwdriver when I need one. Can we ever find one? I decided to start the yucky part early. I don't want to be up on. Well, you probably still will be. So I just grabbed my kitchen shears to take that out because I know it'll work because I've used them before because they open just enough to fill in that little gap of a Phillips. So you can keep a hold of it. I have to pull it towards me to take that screw out. Yeah, I probably have one on my drill because I was using it to screw stuff, to drill something in. I brought my own set of screwdrivers and hid them. I did too, 2 or 3 times. But it's always, hey, Mom, you got a screw, this or that? Yeah, but I never get them back. All right, it's coming out. I probably do have a bit in my drill driver. Okay. There's only one other screw that you have to take out. This is not the correct way, so I'm not going to show how I'm doing it. All right, there's one screw. And that takes this end here off. But you can't take that off until you get this one off. And it's in there. Oh, there it went. Because there's a nut inside it. Okay, I'm just going to take the nuts off. Oh, that nut came from up here, this roller. Put everything in there, screw 2. You don't have to take the whole thing apart, just one end. So if you see there's nuts and bolts here, it's the same thing. It's a Phillips head screw, and that little hex head bolt, or nut rather. No need to take both sides off, really. Unless you like taking things apart. Which I'm going to take that motor apart when I get off here. And I have time to go grab everything I need. Ooh, this one's tight. There it went. Okay. I know, that's what she said. That's good. At least you have morning appointments. Yeah. I hate it when they make you do that and then your appointment's not till like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, really? I've had a couple of them. They are not fun. I don't care what anybody says. But at least the stuff that you have to drink, I do too, sometimes. Yeah. The stuff that you have to drink is not that bad anymore. It used to be really bad. Okay, so that's off there. And then you can just pop it right off. Now you want to make sure you keep that inside there. See, there's clay right there, which is making it difficult. Oh, we're going to have lots of good colors of clay here, I'm here to tell you. Okay. Now this is where it gets gross. Let me get my blade. All right, so we got that little piece there first. I'm going to sit this up here. And I want to take it and I want to scrape it off there. Oh, that was a pretty curl. Both sides, because look at the other side too. This is the side that the roller hits. This is why your clay gets dirty. Now the Atlas 150 and 180, I don't know how they clean, or the Lucy Clay one, because I don't have that. So oh my gosh, That's horrible. I hate it when they make you sit there all dang day. And especially if you get there early and they say, oh, well, we can take you. We've had a cancellation. And then you're still sitting there past your time. So what is early to them, you know? Here's the other one. There's only two. What's that old saying? If you're on time, you're late. If you're early, you're on time. Except in doctor's offices. Look at all that clay. And I had just cleaned it before I started in here. Just wiping this down to make it nice and shiny. Oh, so shiny. Okay, now let's look in these pieces. All right, I got clay stuck in here. It's probably when it was crumbly. That's what it looks like. When it gets stuck behind the rollers, it makes it difficult for it to roll, so to speak. Turn, whatever. Words are hard, y'all. Y'all understand Aprilese, right? That's the washer off the big one. I know where it goes. Okay, so we got clay on here. Got that wiped off. This goes that way. I haven't taken the other screw out, so that one won't come off. Okay, I don't think there's any stuff behind it. No, there's none stuck behind it. Okay, we're good to go there. All right, all that clay was stuck in it, which some of it was stuck behind the rollers at the ends. That's not really all that much, it doesn't look like, but it can make your clay dirty and it can gunk up your rollers. Hi, Cindy. We're taking apart my pasta machine. Because why? Yeah, it wasn't working. All right, let's put that back on. This goes over here. Like that. Okay, now see these U things right here? They're just a pin. But when you go to put these back on, you want to make sure that you put that groove, put those in that groove. I always mess this up and have to do it 2 or 3 times. And check these too to see if there's any clay buildup on those. These are pretty clean. These are clean. So that was a no. Which way does it go, George? Which way does it go? This way. Hook it in there. Or is it this way? There we go. I had it upside down. Upside down and round and round. Turn me inside out and round. Oh, I missed a spot. There's some clay buildup right there. Got it. Oh, and there's some on the other one in the same spot. Okay. Got it. Yeah, me too, seeing as how there was only, 3 screws. Ah! All right, Tina. Bye. Thanks for coming in. So it only goes one way. So if you don't get it right the first time, try and try again. One side is bigger than the other, so Ooh, I almost knocked my blue bottle off. Okay, that goes in there. There we go. I had it on the wrong side. That explains it. Okay, like I was saying with these are, they scrape it off the blades. Which way does it go, George? But it has to be inside that little doohickey. I forgot how I took it apart. Does it go inside it or outside of it? I know it's hard to do it until you put this back on there. So let's stick these in the holes so they go in. And I got that upside down. Yep, I put this in the wrong way. Sorry about the camera. Because there's a groove. There it is. There it is. I figured it out. Where's the hammer? Exactly. How long before I lose them? That's because you know me, Martha. I can lose something and not even move. That's been witnessed. Like the other day, I sat here for 4 hours the other day. Was it yesterday? I think it was. Francis and I were talking yesterday in a video chat, and I sat here for over 4 hours and did not move, but yet I couldn't find half the stuff that I had that I was using. Some people say you can leave these guards off. That way there's no buildup, but it doesn't make sense to me why you would want to do that. Let's see if I can do that. Let's see, they go there. Oh, I think I have to pull them up. That one I can't push out any. Aha. That's what those little doohickeys are for. Are we placing bets to see if I can do this or not? Because I want to bet on no. I'm ready to go get one of the other ones to see how it went together. Okay, that's upside down. I know that has to go like that. All right, so that goes like that. What's she up to Wednesdays just got real interesting, didn't it? All right, I got one side in. Where's the other one? Nope, I didn't lose it. Ha ha. Oh, it's fine, Allison. What am I building? Oh, hey, Crystal. I'm not building anything. I'm trying to put back together. Get your popcorn, get your peanuts. Thanks. I'm trying to put my clay machine back together because it wasn't working. I had to clean it. Okay. That's pushed down on there. I think that's right. That side's working right. Why is this side not working right? Am I not behind? Oh, I'm not behind that thing. Okay. Oh, I turned it around, didn't I? So that goes over here and this goes over here. Yeah, it's my pa. She's got patience. I'll take a bet on her. Thank you. But I know I don't. Thank you, Linda. Okay, so these have to go on here. But how? I forgot I switched them around again. Okay, there's that, there's that, there's that. Hold everything together. I need an extra pair of hands. That would have been out the door. Oh, no, I can't throw it out. I can't afford to throw it out. These things ain't cheap. I don't think that's right. I think it has to go behind that. Oh, it does have to go behind that. It makes more sense now. Out the window? Yeah, no. I have others, but I'm not. Yeah. I always take them apart and clean them, but I always forget how to put them back together. I do it, I just forget. I was hoping somebody else would be paying attention when I took it apart. No. Okay, it goes in that groove. But if it goes in that groove, then it doesn't, there's nothing holding it in. Should I go get one of the other ones? Or do you guys just want to see me struggle? Now the machine, the stupid thing is working. I'll be right back. Yeah, I do. I need a couple extra pair of hands. Okay. I got one that's put together so we can compare. Oh, but I can't see inside it. Well, that's not going to help. Oh, yeah, it will. Okay. So those go. Oh, this is a different one. Okay, the long part goes to the rollers. Okay. Different brands are different, but okay. That makes a little more sense now. It has to hook around that little doohickey down there. Oh, let's move this. And that way it scrapes it off the blade. Okay. That sounds better. That goes there. That one goes there. And then we put this on here by putting this there. That there, that there. Oh, you can't see. My bad. Okay, so I got them on. You have to go that way. Can you see how I did it? The little sticky things out there, this U thing, has to be there, and the long part of the blade has to go towards the rollers. I clean that off, yeah. Okay, so we have that there, roller there, a roller there. What am I missing? Okay, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. That piece goes in there. That goes there. And then that piece goes behind that piece there. These little punch out things right here, that's where you have to put it behind. Okay, I don't have this pin, but you know what? I can put that pin in once I get these together. The dog is barking because the trash men are here. Okay, that side's on. There's there. Okay, who's going to reach through and hold this for me? That roller there isn't in place. I can see why they don't use those. That way you can clean it up easier. You know what? I think I'm going to leave them off. I've seen people leave those outer ones off of their machines so that it, yeah, so it does that. All right, I got to pinch this together. Push it down and it holds it in place. Hey, I'm doing it, y'all. Those screws go back in those holes with a wee little nut. A wee little nut. But I don't know why I didn't use these. I had pliers right there. Oh, why don't you use those to hold the nut in place, Dingling? Just to get it started. And I will tighten everything down once I get everything on there. Hey, I'm doing it, y'all. It's happening. It's happening. Just about got everything ready for my craft fair Friday night. Still working on stuff, of course. Right, so I'm going to hold the nut in place and tighten it with my tool here. Hold the nut in place and tighten it down. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, now that's back together. Now we got to put this back together, which is just, it goes in there, nice and straight. And where did that come from? Oh, I forgot to put those on, didn't I? Yep. We almost had extra pieces. It's the screws that go on this end to hold those little rolly things in, the extra side supports. It's too fiddly. You're going to be in the same spot? Same place, yes, but not the same location, not the same spot though. I don't think. I haven't got my notification yet of where my spot will be Friday. Although maybe I should check my email. She usually does it a day or so ahead. You're going to come out and hang out with me, Cindy? It's from 4 to 9, but I have to be there at 2 to set up. Okay, so we got that back on now. And this holds all of this junk together. And I'm hoping it'll work without those guards on there, because that way I don't have to take it apart again to clean it. My acquaintance Irene, my friend Irene from Creative Dork, I say friend, we talk once in a while, you know. She doesn't have the covers on hers, but she has an Atlas 180 or 150 if David gets off early enough. Yeah, it's too bad. Well, Palm Coast isn't that far, is it? It's just straight over I-4. Maybe once I get the kids off to school, I could come get you and you can spend the day with me. I don't know. We shall see. Things will happen. Things occur. Okay, so now I'm going to see if this motor will work on here. I see one problem with it. Is this part here, this pin, is all on one side, and it should be. Oh, it won't move. Okay, so that's not the problem. All right, and it goes in here. Oh, see, now it's not working again. Okay, well, that's how you take one of these apart and clean it. Any questions? I guess we can go ahead and make something with that. And move all this stuff. Oh, I got to put the foot back on, don't I? Oh, I forgot to put the foot on when I put those bottom screws in there. So now I got to take it apart and redo it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these slices and I'm going to put them on this card because I bought the wrong size cards for the kids, apparently. Oh, my hands are dirty. You wipe them off. Again. This one is probably not going to be a 2-hour one, but we're going to slice into this cane that I made now that it's rested some. And if you want, you can put your canes in the refrigerator or your blocks or whatever in the refrigerator or the freezer for about 10 minutes. And it makes them a little more solid. It cools them off so it's easier to cut. But just make sure you don't leave them too long because there'll be condensation. Okay, so now we got this, right? Let's take the end piece off here. Just so we can see the gradient. There's our gradient. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to make a slab, so I want them to be quite thick because I want to use these cutters and cut them out to make a necklace, a bib necklace. So I'll cut one side this way and then I'll turn it over. And cut one that way so that it doesn't squish all the way down in one direction, if that makes any sense. And then do that one. You could even turn it on its side to do them. I'm trying to use up the whole block so I don't have it laying around. Ooh, that one looked kind of cool. It looks like flames to me. That was the whole point, was to make it look like flame. I can only get one more slice out of it, so they don't have to be equal because I'm going to burnish them down anyway. Now those two end pieces I can use for something else. You can use computer paper. You can use whatever paper you want to use. Nice together. And then we'll turn how about we turn it this way? Yeah, why don't you do that? I don't know. Why don't I? I think I just did. It broke apart, but it's okay. I put it back together. And then this. And we're going to put one over the top. Like so. And I don't want it super thin, so I'm only rolling it a little bit. Now I'm going to burnish it. See, it's all sticking together now. All right, now that I have it burnished together, I'm going to peel it off so I can roll it on the desk here. That's going to be the back. Maybe, I don't know. It's going to have a backing on it, so. But what I'm doing is I'm making it very, very thin, or trying to, without tearing it, because I will put a black backing behind it and a clear sheet of translucent over the top of it. And then I'll do a tearing effect and then put it into another slab. So it's going to be thin black, thin white, or thin transparent on top, and then redo the whole, tear it apart and put it back together. But that'll have to be for another video because my hands are getting very, very tired and starting to hurt. And we're at an hour and a half. So, but that's how you can slice your pieces and put them together. That's how you take your part and clean your pasta machine and put it back together. Remember, if you're going to store it on plastic or in a baggie. Do not store it on paper because it leaches all the oils out of it. There we go. Okay, I want to thank you guys for joining me today. My hands are starting to hurt. So thank you guys for joining me. And if you can make one person laugh or smile every day, then your day has been worthwhile. And you guys brought a smile to my face today. And I was just going to call it quits today. So not just this today, but I was just going to stop YouTube altogether today. Someone commented to me something and it just threw me for a loop. And yeah, but then again, but if I can help you guys with anything, please feel free to give me a holler. And if you need help with something, we can always video chat. So just let me know if you need help with something, or if you want somebody to talk to while you're trying to figure it out, run it across, just let me know. And I'll be happy to help in any way that I possibly can. I'm usually free during the day up until 4 o'clock EST. So, yeah, well, it's kind of hard to do that. So, but thanks, Allison. Thank you, guys. You guys come back and see me next Wednesday when we're going to do something completely different with polymer clay. We're going to do Makume Gane. We're going to make a Makume Gane cane and make slices out of it to make something. I won't be so stressed and all next week, maybe. But thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate you showing up. And don't forget to go check out all the other channels if you haven't already. Martha's Craft Room, Stressful Mom, Paints. Who was Crystal doesn't have one yet. Francis over at Beaten Crazy. Who was the other one? I know there was somebody else in here. Stressful Mom. That was Allison. Oh, Tina pours with resin with love. Yeah, her too. Yeah, and Butch's Resin Creations. Thank you guys, and you guys come back and see me again. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.